Welcome to my YouTube channel as we embark on a historical exploration. In this episode, we'll delve into the captivating story of Togo at the time of World War I. Join me as we unravel the lesser-known tales, untold struggles, and unique perspectives that shaped Togo during the pivotal time in global history. Let's step back in time and discover the untold stories of courage, resilience, the indomitable spirit of the people of Togo amidst the chaos of World War I. If you are new to our channel, please subscribe, like, comment, share, and if you are already subscribed, then you are welcome once again. Togo at the time of World War I. The First World War was fought between 1914 and 1918 when Germany was under the rule of Emperor Kaiser Wilhelm II. The French, the British, and the Russians fought on one side in union called the Triple Entente with the Austrians, Germans, and the Italians, who were also in a union called Centralmonte or Triple Alliance. The war was actually kick-started by the murder in Sarajevo of Archduke Ferdinand, who was heir to the Austrian throne. The intensity of war forced Russia into early capitulation, leaving the British and the French, who used the various cunning approaches to draw America, Africa, and some other countries into the war. The Triple Entente came to take Togo as a colony or war captive, even while battle continued to be fought. There was at this time a standing agreement among the European colonizers that no battle shall be fought in any colonial possession as part of the World War. It was for this reason that the Germans never established a standing army anywhere except for some 300 policemen in Togo whose duty was to maintain peace and stability. On the contrary, as soon as the war started, the British and the French called up, conscripted a large number of colonial government employees, put them in military uniform and sent them into battle with Togo alongside their own soldiers. It was obvious to the world that these two countries, the British and French, had long since planned the attack. Indeed, a British newspaper had reported that the British had started preparing a colonial army for this attack on Togo as far back as 31st July 1914. Before this British revelation, the British colonial force had already arrived at Adan through Akuse around the time of the attack on Togo. Governor von Doering had left for Atakpamé from Lomé, which latter he had readied for war. The combined British and French forces pursued the governor and war broke out in Lomé. There were two heavy battles in Lomé and Atakpamé. A serious battle was also fought at Agbeluhoe, where a German police commander, Hauptmann Farha, led 200 police fighters and 25 German soldiers against the combined British and French fighters. These battles at Lomé, Atakpamé, and Agbeluhoe, Hauptmann and 6 compatriot Germans lost their lives. 6 black fighters on the French-British side also lost their lives, along with some others on the banks of the Chira River. On hearing that the combined British and French fighters had surrounded his Togolese forces, Major Doering capitulated and ordered his men to set fire to the Kamina Radio Station to prevent it from falling into enemy hands. This was on August 26, 1914. A French newspaper praised the German police force which fought the British and French forces, saying, "If the Germans had a bigger force stationed in Togo and indeed elsewhere in Africa, the British and French would have been in big trouble. For this reason, we shall not let go of this land which caused us so much bloodshed." This is how Togo became an effective colony for the very first time, with the British and French dividing the land between themselves. On that fateful morning, when news reached Major Doering, the German governor of Togo and commander of the hurriedly built Togo army of about 130 men that were fighting the 1 million purposefully built Franco-British army made up of men from their colonies such as Senegambia, Sierra Leone, Guinea, Ivory Coast, etc., that a reinforcement of more than 1 million Hausa soldiers were surrounding the Togo army from Nigeria. Major Doering surrendered even though he was obviously winning. Doering ordered the premier radio station of Kamina near Atakpamé to be set ablaze and the debris buried. When the Franco-British forces were close in sight, a brave Togo soldier ran to the flagpole and hoisted the German flag While doing so, he was spotted by the enemy soldiers and bullets were showered on him from all sides. But this Ewe German soldier hoisted, fastened the flag, walked to a broken down horse-drawn wheel that was not buried with the other debris, held it and disappeared from the site with it, leaving the hoisted flag there to signify victory. The early Ewe fathers and the then elites used a wonderful German invention tabletop radio that did not use cells or batteries, but eggs. These tabletop radios were withdrawn from all owners to prevent them from falling into enemy hands to save technology from plagiarism. The Nachtigal-Mlapa Treaty of 1884 would have made a mark if the Germans had not departed from the Ewe land. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, share, like and comment for more hidden historical content.